you look back into the past, it was led by structure, discipline, and ultimately, they respected one another. The overall foundation of such an awakening environment, the one thing our past had that we can only dream to grasp, was, in fact, the empathy and dedication of unity and mindset. Children lived in well-structured families and abided by their mother and father, back when love and rules at the base of each American home. And the overall result, well, respect.
And it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Oh, beautiful release. Memories seep from my veins. Let me be empty.
Observational learning is through watching the behavior of another person. In 1961, Albert Bandura conducted a study to investigate if social influences of aggression can be acquired by observation and imitation. The results were children who observed the aggressive behaviors made far more imitative aggressive responses, concluding that children learn social behaviors such as aggressions through the process of observational learning. Children and adolescents who aspire to be like someone are more likely to imitate what that person does. This being said, when most perpetrators on television have attractive qualities worthy of emulation, it becomes typical for one to idolize that individual. Today's programming contains recurring exposure to hostile situations, violence, and examples of disrespect, therefore misleading the viewers on the overall essentials of life. First instinct of a dog, to immediately help his friend, saving the life of his buddy. And then there's humans. And humans react how? They keep going. Don't take a time of day to even stop, glance over, and see if there's anything they can do to help. As each generation advances, the infatuation coinciding these violent behaviors increases. And it ultimately can leave the child stripped of certain emotions.
One question that never leaves me. How do we deal with extreme violence without using force in return?
For the first time tonight, we are witnessing video of the bullying of 10-year-old Saquon Haskins.
Bullying is defined as using a superior strength to influence or intimidate another individual, something we commonly see every day.
The 10-year-old boy is in critical condition in a Wake County hospital after he tried to commit suicide. And the boy's father says his son was being bullied at school.
He's a little boy with Down syndrome who wants to be accepted.
After he'd been sick for so long, it was really nice to see him smiling.
She added a hashtag, Down syndrome, so anyone searching the topic could see her 16-month-old, and soon had a post from a stranger that simply read, ugly.
Barely a teenager. The first time I tried to kill myself. If I knew then what I know now, well, it probably wouldn't have changed very much. And it probably wouldn't have changed very much because sometimes it doesn't matter what you know, what you feel just takes over.
Change is when effort is applied to make the nature of something different from what it is or what it would be if left alone.
In snow-covered hills till the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? child within my heart.
How old were you when the amputation actually took place?
I was 29 years old.
And what initially caused these surgeries to occur?
I have a rare lymphatic disorder, so from doing blood clots.
She doesn't think she's beautiful because of a birthmark that takes up a little less than half her face. Kids used to say she looks like a wrong answer that someone tried to erase but couldn't quite get the job done. And they'll never understand that she's raising two kids whose definition of beauty begins with the word mom.
And after undergoing these procedures, what was your approximate stay in both the hospital and rehabilitation centers?
For my right leg, it was 4 months. My left leg, it was 10 months in the hospital. And then I've done maybe 3 or 4 months in a rehab.
After being released from the hospital, how was the overall transition, both emotionally and physically?
Emotionally, it was very hard for me. I think that was the hardest for me. Was, just not knowing that I had no life.
Don't let the malicious streaming of the media alter your individuality. Be the person you wish to see in the world. I was 9 at the time of my mom's first amputation, and traumas then didn't seem to exist. The world then changed its appearance, very deep and very fast, as I watched such cruel behaviors go unpunished and unnoticed. Quite a few years had passed as I watched the continuous harassment break my mother's self-esteem. I found it quite disturbing to watch a woman who was trying to learn to walk again, and then have to watch people hop on one leg daily to mimic her. Let's just say I gained my voice, and a loud voice to be exact. I now make it a point to protect those who can't protect themselves, and compliment, with honesty, those who deserve the gesture. Being beautiful is the art of compassion and what's inside. Because honestly, I've seen the most ugliest people in the shells of the most beautiful bodies. I'm not saying go and give $20,000 to charity. I'm just saying, do something small for someone, once a week, and see what a difference it'll make in the lives of everyone around you. The taunting and teasing are detrimental to one's self-esteem. So when you stick up for an individual, you have no idea what a big difference you're actually making. In conclusion, all I'm asking for is unity and love to be returned to society. I am in realization that I can't change the world, but I am in hopes to also spread light while humanity itself is blinded by the darkness. Too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around.
Everybody needs to be nice to each other.
Boys and girls, listen up. You can be anything in the world, and God we trust. An architect, doctor, maybe an actress, but nothing comes easy. It takes much practice. Like I met a woman who's becoming a star. She was very beautiful, leaving people in awe. Singing songs, Lena Horne, but the younger version. Hung with the wrong person, got her strung on that heroin, cocaine, sniffing up drugs, all in the nose. Could have died so young, now looks ugly and old. No fun, cause now when she reaches for hugs, people hold their breath, cause she smells of corrosion and death. Watch the company you keep and the crowd you bring, cause they came to do drugs and you came to sing. So if you're gonna be the best, I'ma tell you how. Put your hand in the air and take the vow. I know I can.